Hello friends, do you remember your school days? In class, you always had at least one such student who was the top performer in your studies, or be it the extracurricular activities. Whatever activities happen at school, he was always ahead, and your parents or your teachers and even your friends, they always used to be benchmarking you or their performance against his performance, that how much marks he has got and how much marks you have got, isn't it? So they were comparing your performance against that particular student. So who is that student? What is that student known as? That student is better known as a yardstick for measurement, or in otherwise, in the simple words, in the financial domain, in the mutual fund industry, we call that student as a benchmark, something against which you will compare your own performance. Only then you will come to know that how good you are or how bad you are a performer against that benchmark. So similarly, in the mutual funds area, how do we use this benchmark, or what is the meaning of benchmark? How can we get benefited by it? Let us talk about that. So for example, when you want to choose any particular mutual fund scheme, I am talking about the before investment stage, pre-investing stage. Before you choose any mutual fund scheme, it will always be a good idea to see whether that scheme is beating its benchmark over different time frames. So if you want to choose any large cap mutual fund scheme for long term SIP or for long term investment via lump sum method, simple talk, you want to invest for long term, then it is always a better idea to find out whether the particular scheme has beaten the benchmark in 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year time frame. So where do you get this data? This data is easily available on the various mutual fund websites, on the website of the various mutual fund companies, and lots of apps, newspapers. In various places, this data is easily available. Trust me, this is very easily available. The only thing you should know is how to make use of it. So for example, if I see that the scheme which I am going to invest into in the 1 year, 3 year, 5 year time frame, that scheme has beaten the benchmark by a handsome 1%, 2%. That means the scheme is a good one. Within this, some more exact example I can give you is that in a 5 year time frame, if the scheme has given a return of say 15%, but the benchmark has given a return of 13.46%. So that means the scheme fund manager is a good one. He has the ability to beat the benchmark. Now, since I am giving you the example of a large cap fund, you would know that Nifty and Sensex are both large cap indexes. So usually in India, all the large cap funds has this Nifty or Sensex, either one of them, as their benchmark. So how can you know whether the scheme is a good one? Until unless you compare the scheme's performance for the same time period against the benchmark. That within the same time period, how much return the benchmark has given and how much return the scheme has given. That way you can compare and you can take the investment decision. Although this is not a guarantee, let me tell you, but it will surely give you an indication about the capabilities or the skill set of the fund manager and his team, that how good have they been during the various time periods. So don't just see only 1 year return, see also the different time periods, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years if possible. If the fund is an old one, then definitely the 10 year data is also available. If the fund is a new one, then obviously short time period data will be available. So more long time period data if you see, if you compare the returns of the scheme along with the benchmark, then you will come to know whether the scheme is a outperformer or underperformer. So different time period data you have to analyze. So my friends, that is the meaning of benchmark, and that is how you can use it for smart investing decisions. I hope you have understood about the benchmark. See you in the next video, guys. Thank you.